Welcome back. Now it's time for game 2 between NightEnd and EmpireKas. We have the yellow Terran EmpireKas spawning here in the lower left corner and in the upper right corner of Teldarim's altar. We have NightEnd spawning as the red Protoss. This is a Daily Motion Cup game, and I hope you will enjoy it. I guess we will see 9 supply pylon from NightEnd, and about the same time I guess we will see a supply depot, the 10 supply depot from EmpireKas. This probe is moving out to see what is happening at the opponent's base, I guess. And of course scout where the opponent actually is located on the map. There are 4 spawning locations on Teldarim altar. And as we can see, as the probe moves into this base, it has one large wide ramp and no more ramp between the natural and the main base. So this makes it a lot harder to block off the ramp. But since neither of these players are Zerg, that might not be a large problem in this match. I think we have a barracks coming up here for EmpireKas, yes. No harassment from the probe of NightEnd. Just scouting and seeing that a refinery has also been erected. I guess that we have an orbital command on its way, yes. Production will make it a lot easier for us to see what's happening. One marine being trained, and now when he's out he's able to damage the probe some. He was able to give it 4 permanent damage. The shield is regenerating quite quickly. Okay, EmpireKas is out scouting with 1 SCV. And he is moving towards the base of NightEnd. What kind of defense has NightEnd been able to warp in? 1 Zealot. That would probably be enough for the SCV. And the SCV is able to dodge somehow, or was it maybe that NightEnd had made a move command instead of attack command? So the SCV is able to see a lot here in the base before it's being killed by the stalker here. Another gateway coming up. We have warp gate technology being researched. And another stalker is coming in. A Zealot and a stalker and a probe. There comes another stalker. And here we have some early aggression, I think. 2 marauders, 1 marine. Moving towards the base of NightEnd. They will take out that probe. And they're being attacked from the high ground. Only being able to shoot back because of the Selnaga, which they control right now. 1 Zealot being killed. And as we know, marauders can eat stalkers for lunch. Especially when they have the consecutive shells. The Protoss player is only warping in a probe. And there comes the expansion. The Terran player is saturating his expansion right now. not saturating, but moving a lot of SCVs over here. We have 3 barracks, and he is researching stim packs. Both of these will be orbital command in a moment. And a group of 5 marines and 3 marauders is holding off this entrance from the cliff. The stalkers and 2 sentries up here is doing the same kind of defensive. Positioning. These extreme edge pylons are used mostly to gain vision and being able to see an incoming attack. EmpireKas is holding this Salnaga tower while increasing his army rapidly. 5 marauders and 14 marines, and they are moving out. The Protoss player has 4 zealots, 1 stalker, 2 sentries. 2 sentries are not able to block off this ramp. 2 more stalkers coming in. And there's still time to warp in once more, I think. 1 more pylon here. This observer is able to spot this group, and he is regrouping the army, stimming up, moving in. A very good timed attack here. The force fields are able to divide the army, but they are not able to block him from attack. Some probes joining the fight, and that helped, I think. 2 marauders, 1 marine running home, and they are really damaged, mostly due to the stim packs, I think. Okay, that early aggression was unsuccessful, and thermal lands being researched. That will mean that the Terran player will have a larger problem to face next time, if he will be able to attack it next time, of course. We can also see upgrades coming here for the Terran player, and 2 forges coming up for the Protoss player. And the Terran player might be suspecting that Colossi has entered the board, since we can see 2 Vikings being produced. Here they are. Vikings are extremely good counter towards the Colossi, and that's why a Colossi may not be moving around the board on its own. It should always have some stalkers or sentries with him. I think we have a drop coming here. And it's spotted by the Protoss player. First move away his stalkers and then move in with his whole army. Ooh, 7 hit points left on one of the medivacs. That could have been a great loss, but right now it looks like he only lost a few units. Maybe only 1 unit. Each Colossi having 1 kill. The Stalker having 4 kills. We see the 3rd expansion being saturated for the Terran player. And the 3rd expansion is being warped in for the Protoss player. Both players are a bit defensive, I think. The only real aggression we have seen is coming from EmpireKas. One attempt to harass with the 2 medivacs and one attacking bio ball with marauders and marines. The Vikings are moving out. 16 marines, 14 marauders. This SCV still holding the Selnaga. Probes checking the border of the Protoss Empire, of the NightEnd Empire. Here on Teldarin Altar. Okay, we have 2 groups of units here, 4 Stalkers and 1 Colossi, and now we can see on the minimap that the bio ball is moving. EmpireKas is going to attack again. This time supported by 10 Vikings, 2 medivacs, and I guess it was even more, 18 marauders, 18 marines. This is a large group. Killing off that probe in an instant, moving in the Vikings to be ready to take out the Colossi as soon as they are getting close. Of course, the Protoss player won't have that, so he's attacking the Vikings with Stalkers and Sentries. Meanwhile, the Bioball is attacking, moving back now since the Colossi is closer. Oh, an Archon! I didn't even see that he was producing High Templars. The Vikings have landed, and we can see that the Protoss army is being destroyed quickly now. Only Zealots left now, and microing his units, Kas is able to kill them off. NightEnd surrenders. So this has been an example of a game where you need to be aggressive to be able to win. Thanks for watching. I hope you still can hear me, and I see you in game 3. Bye bye.